have a new process video for you today featuring the upcoming September cherry box. You can check out the unboxing of this cherry box on my channel. I will link it up below, and you have 2 more days to go ahead and subscribe if you would like to. I'm going to create a monochromatic layout today using all the goodies from the kit. I'm going to start by cutting down some paper. So I want to use a couple of the cut aparts from this sheet from the Bungalow Lane paper pad. I definitely want to use a tag from the tag paper, and then I have gone ahead and collected together a couple of pretty patterns sticking to a gorgeous kind of pinky peach color palette to match my photo. I apologize in advance for my voice today. It's a bit wonky and gravelly. I'm not sure if that's the weather or just my very, very busy week or what's going on, but my voice is kind of checked out today. Okay, so I am cutting each of these patterns at about 3.5 inches. I have been loving torn paper recently and playing with layers of torn paper. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm just going to show you a simple way to get a fabulous looking layout with just the cherry box from September and some white cardstock. This cardstock does not have to be your favorite white cardstock. It just has to be a piece of 12 by 12 white paper because we're going to cover up like 99% of it. I am going to go ahead and take each of these strips of paper and I'm going to tear them, which will give me like a big hunk of paper and a little hunk of paper. And then I'm going to grab some Vintage Photo Distress Oxide ink, and I am only inking the torn edge. So I'm not inking every part of all of this paper. I'm just inking the torn white edges. And then I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to do it for all 4 of these strips of paper. I'm alternating where the white. So depending on how you tear paper, you can get a white edge or just a torn paper edge. And so I'm alternating how I'm tearing the papers so that I have thin pieces, so that not all the thin pieces are the white edge and not all the thick pieces are the white edge, but they're kind of alternated. I'm going to go ahead and map my photo with this dark paper. I wanted a nice contrasting dark paper to map my photo with so it would stand up against all of this gorgeous kind of peachy pink that we're going to go ahead and put on this page. And so I wanted to make sure to have a nice like pop of black or dark on my matted photo. This is a photo of my niece who recently took a trip to Florida, and as is the case with most of my brother and sister's beach vacations, they send me all the photos because I can't go, which is super awesome and amazing, and I love them for that. So I do have a couple beach pictures to share with you of my niece. She went to Florida. Ella went, and that part of my family, my sister went to Chincoteague. I don't think that's how you pronounce it. I'm really bad at pronunciations, guys. I'm sorry. I am also going to go ahead and use the Vintage Photo around my photo. Say that 5 times fast. Vintage Photo around my photo. Yes. Okay. Huge apologies. I just realized my air conditioner was on in the background. I don't know how much, like how noticeable my air conditioning is. But it's very hot, so I will definitely be like going super fast now through this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all those strips of paper that I inked up, and I am going to layer them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the big hunks of paper, and then I'm going to tuck the little hunks of paper in and around. I'm not alternating patterns. I want all the patterns all together because I want these patterns to kind of go into the darkest, brightest down to the light. So we have almost an ombre going on here when it's all done. And so I'm starting with those, starting dark, going light. And you can see here how I have just kind of layered everything up. So I did that because I wanted the layers, right? And now that I have all those layers, I'm going to go through and I'm going to like really ruffle them up. So I really want them to be like textured and torn, and I love this look. Let me just say, this is not the first time I've done this. I promise you will not be the last, but it's a fabulous way to get lots of gorgeous patterns on your page, is to pick a color from your paper pad or your collection and kind of go from like dark to light and then add in the torn edges. I have a couple pieces I want to make sure to get on the page, including the tag and those cute little banner pieces. And I also am going to go ahead and pop my photo up because I have all that texture. I don't want to smush it all down now. So I'm going to use my foam tape and get those and pop up both my photograph and the little tag piece so that everything's kind of up and you really get that texture from the background that we've made. The way that I'm going to do the foam tape is that I'm just going to pay attention and I'm going to actually put the foam tape on my paper. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to put foam tape on the back of my photo and then smush down the torn edges that I had just spent a lot of time ruffling up with my fingers. That seems silly. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get those pieces down. I'm going to grab the little tag. I have those two little pieces. I'm going to add one of them just as One Fine Day, and it's just to bring in a little bit more of that dark black contrast. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add hemp cord to my tag. I absolutely love to do this. So I'm going to tie a little bow in the top of the tag. And then I'm going to use some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let those strings stay long. Again, this is a great, easy way to add a ton of texture to a project. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of pop those in there. So pretty. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tack down. So I'm going to tack it down up at the top of the tag. And then I'm going to tack it down. I'm going to let those strings kind of just do what they're going to do. And then I can tack those down too. And then I can have these long kind of flowy strings coming out of my tags. And I love that look. I use the same brand of hemp cord on all of my tags every chance I get. So this stuff is from Hemptique, and I get it from the shop, the Cherry on Top shop. It's really inexpensive. You get a huge roll of it, but it's not called twine. It's called hemp cord. So just kind of keep that in mind. Once I have that down, I want to go ahead and also add one of the dimensional stickers to the top of my tag. This kit comes with these really cute dimensional stickers. So I really love them, and I'm actually going to use one of them for my title as well. So I'm going to grab those and I'm going to add those as well. I'm going to add this little tag, and then I can stamp the date on the tag. I don't have really any journaling for this particular photo. I do that a lot. I don't journal. You guys know this. I'm not a big journaler. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. I don't push it. I don't force the journaling. I refuse to force the journaling. That's like my biggest thing. If I have something to say about a photo, I will write it down. I will say it. But if I don't, if it's just a pretty photo that I want, then dating it is perfectly acceptable in my book, and that's good enough. So a little me time, that's going to be my title. I'm going to pop it up there. And now I want to add some of these die cuts. So the die cuts in this collection are really large. Just FYI, kind of no going in. So that's why I chose that tag. I wanted to be able to fill it with some of those larger flowers and kind of have a nice landing spot. And then I have 2 of these big butterflies and 2 of those little branches. I definitely have a hard time with big ephemera pieces, but I really wanted to get some of them on the page, and I think I did a pretty good job of making them kind of cohesive and tucking them in, and adding 2 of those big butterflies because one just looked out of place and there aren't any small butterflies. Now I want to add some of these little wood veneer pieces, and what I'm doing is I'm adding the wood veneer pieces that aren't super fall themed. So I'm staying away from like the leaves and stuff. I'm going to go with the little squirrel and the bird and the little mushroom. I love how this wood veneer plays off of this mustardy golden yellow color that's part of the collection. And that is where we're going to call this one done. I'm just going to put these beautiful wood veneers down with some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. I hope you've enjoyed this video today. Thank you for putting up with my voice, which is not cooperating. I don't think I'm going to be voicing over any other videos today. I think this will have to be the last one because my voice is really kind of finished. But I am so glad you stuck in there with me to the end. Here's all of the close-ups, and there is a blog post to go with this particular project. You can also see a card I created using the same Cherry Box kit, and be sure to go ahead and get your subscriptions in before Thursday. This is Wednesday, so you have till, or this is Tuesday, so you have till Thursday to get your subscriptions in. See you soon. Bye.